Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Today I will not talk as long as yesterday. I want to do two things. If you can see my screen right here, go over today's directions. So the first thing you see is Wednesday. It's April 8th. We have a little interactive research just like last week. So we'll go over last week's here in this screencast, and then hopefully you'll be ready to jump on your assignment 27 and label the layers of the atmosphere and answer a couple questions. So this is today's assignment you'll see in your Google Classroom. For today's assignment, you would open the link for 027, you get a paper that looks like this. There's a copy made for you. So what I want you to see is that what you have been given is a diagram of the atmosphere surrounding the Earth. It is much larger scale than the normal atmosphere. You'll see in some of the websites that you click on today that the layer of the atmosphere around the Earth is more like just the thickness of the skin of an apple when you think about an apple representing the Earth. So this one is somewhat thick, but just helping you to see the different layers. So you're going to start by labeling each of the layers. You can tell here the number 1, that's the layer closest to the Earth. And then you have your second layer. And once you find the names of those, you just list them right here by the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And next you have about 10 questions, and right above the questions are websites that can help you with the answers. If you already know the answers or prefer a different website, that would be okay, as long as you also double check the website that is here so that you are evaluating more than one resource. But you can find the answers to all of the questions right here on the different websites listed for you. So all you have to do is you can delete the line, or you can type right in it and just put the answers, and then you would press turn in. So that's today's interactive assignment. Before I let you go, I want to go over last week's interactive assignment. See if you guys remember. It looks like this, so that if you see on your grades that you are missing any points, here's why. So here is the full thing from last Wednesday. It was asking about the reasons for the seasons. So it told you that there were red question marks throughout the slides to let you know where you needed to type some information. So on this first page, most people did just fine. You went and you looked at each of the websites, or maybe I even saw some people who collected their own research and had 3 different misconceptions listed. So as long as you listed something that was a misconception or something that people thought that was not correct scientifically, then you got those points. The next page I've highlighted in red the answers so that you can see maybe what you should have had. So on your own paper, you can see the tilt of the Earth. I think number 1, almost everyone got that right. The second one was 50-50. The axis is always pointed toward Polaris, which is the name of the North Star. Some people put the sun, some people just made up answers. So make sure you're not just kind of making things up in your brain, that you're actually going to the actual websites. Number 3, the answer was toward or away, and it points toward. And number 4, the distance is what we were looking for there. I did not mark anything wrong. That was an answer that made sense on what does not cause the seasons. Number 5, why are there no seasons at the equator? And as long as you said the sun was striking the Earth at that same angle every day, you were fine. So on this page, number 2, 3, and 4 were the ones most people lost points on. Here is the next page in red, again, is where you would have put the answers. So look down there at those question marks. And again, the answers came from the websites if you were unsure. So the answer to the first question mark there is no, distance from the sun does not cause the seasons. And what we want you to realize is that when the Earth tilts, on its axis one way or the other, it does not increase or decrease the actual distance to the sun. And a lot of these websites showed you that. Number 7, down at the bottom of this page, asked how the Earth became tilted. There was about a 1.5-minute long podcast. And basically, you guys, if you saw it or listened to it or looked it up on a different site, you saw that there was a large collision at the formation of the solar system where our moon came from. And they think that this collision was enough to tilt the Earth. I did not give people answers or points for answers if they said the podcast didn't work or I could not find this answer. If you guys run into issues with something not working, it is your responsibility to text me, email me, chat, show up to the help meet sessions. Okay, so you're not getting points when you're not answering the questions. Here was a couple of good pictures. Everybody had pretty good pictures for this one, as long as it did what the directions said and showed the tilt in the right direction. I picked these 2 pictures out of the ones that everybody submitted because I wanted you to see that this orbit that the Earth is in, the revolution here around the sun, really the distance, even though it's an ellipse, the distance does not change enough to cause the seasons. And some of the pictures, it makes it hard to see. It looks like the Earth is closer. So we have to be very careful of the pictures that we look at when we're online. And then our last slide, this one kind of showed me if you knew the information, if you had really learned and gathered the differences in some of these words. So there were quite a few people who either didn't complete this all the way or put the words in different blanks. But it should read, the tilted Earth rotates on its axis, causing day and night, and it revolves around the sun, causing changes in seasons. So if you lost any points for any of these answers, they were worth 1 point each. These would be the answers. You could double check yours. If you have any questions about any of that, please let me know. Send me an email, anything I can do to help further explain your assignments. But again, just to summarize, I went over what we did last week on Wednesday, so you could learn for what you need to do for today's assignment on Wednesdays. So again, click on the website given to you and try to find the answers within that website. If you have any questions, there'll be a 1 o'clock meet session that you can ask questions. You can email me or send me a chat, whatever works best for you. I hope you are all doing well. Tomorrow will be Thursday, and I will go over last Thursday's work and then give you this Thursday's work. So hopefully you can, again, look at your grades and double check everything that you are learning. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.